start again. It's a Redskin.
What is guanin, peeps? What is guanin? It's Valerie's Naturals Oracles. How you doing this morning? Grand rising. Good afternoon, good evening, good day, wherever you are. Okay, so it's the start of a new week. What is going down for this week? Today, I've got out the karma cards, okay, and this is the second only time. I only got these on Saturday, but I did a personal thing, like explaining my journey for my Patreons, so they know how my journey started and how it happened. And I used these karma cards, and it was so apt, the card that came out. Do you know what I mean? That went with it. But anyway, I thought, let me get them out again. Just one more time for the collective, because these cards are so profound. I love them. I love them. And it's all about the angels and what they mean and what messages they give. And I've got one upside down here. I can't pronounce this. Archariah. I don't know how to pronounce some of these, but I'm going to have to figure it out because I love these cards. So anyway, let's find out what the hell's going on. Let's get a card out, shall we? And if you're new, please welcome. Or if you're a ride or die, welcome back. Please subscribe. Hit the alert bell so you know when I'm going to do another video, because these get deep. And go back to my past catalogue. You receive them when you need them. That's what it is. Do you know, they are timeless. So please go back and look. But I mean, I've done hundreds of videos, but particularly a lot of the earlier ones, it's like a cycle happening all over again. People are going into separation. People are actually finding out things they never thought they would find out about, especially about their person. But I'm not going there today. I had a weird dream, people. I'm going to have to tell you this. I don't remember my dreams. Okay, normally I usually just get flashbacks or premonitions, or I get little visions, but this one was a blown out, and it's really weird. So any of you dream interpreters out there, please help me, because although I've got a lot of dream books, this one was very weird. I dreamt about the 144,000, and somebody was whispering in my ear, there is no such thing as the 144,000. It was a man construct. I said, and I was like, what? And then all of a sudden, this is really weird. All of a sudden, these people started floating from nowhere. They didn't have wings or anything. It was almost like billions of people were standing around, and then people started floating up in the air like they were the chosen ones. And it wasn't to do with any... And I don't know why the 144,000 has popped up. Maybe I was thinking about that. I don't know. But it does say in the Bible, and it's a Jehovah's Witness thing. They say that the elders, the 144,000, will rise up and be the chosen ones. And even before that, I didn't believe it. But it's almost like it was confirmed for me in this dream, because I don't remember my dreams, but when I do, they're vivid. This one was like people were just floating from nowhere. Everybody was just standing around. Billions upon it was like the whole earth was standing around. And then people just started floating from nowhere. And I'm inclined to look it up because I've got some cards here. And they're called the Dream Decoders. I have to go there because that was, even if I find the one about floating. So let me just see if I can find it. Floating. Just people floating, or just people in general? People floating or people in general? I don't know. But I had these out the other day because somebody else was asking about flying without wings. Here's what it says. It says, flying without wings in a dream is almost about accelerating positive symbol. It's a celebration of something happening in your waking life that gives you or will soon give you a high. Perhaps you feel you've achieved or are on the brink of something significant. Maybe Spirit's trying to tell me something. I don't know. But it says, I don't know what I'm on the brink of. Something significant. This deep satisfaction can relate to relationships, travel, your professional life, or a personal project, whether creative or practical in nature. Now, I can relate to that. However, it may also come from a sense of freedom and the lifting of restrictions after a period of confinement, or perhaps a leap forward in your personal development. Anyway, let's stop that. I just wanted to know if there's any dream interpreters out there that can actually help me with this dream. But that kind of answered it a little bit. It's just like, let me see if there's anything else here that is like numbers in a dream. Okay, yeah, 144,000 numbers in a dream. Some initial positives to consider are house or apartment numbers, phone numbers, and meaningful dates. For example, 144 is my number, so that might have a lot to do with it. A dream about your own PIN may suggest you're being too secretive or self-centered. If a 2-digit or more number fails to reveal meaning, try looking at your individual digits in turn. If you're still stumped, take a numerical approach. Numerology looks at the symbolic meaning of numbers. So I've got 144. So it says 1 suggests new beginnings, 4 suggests stability. 144, but I know 144, especially 44 or the number 4, is also about guidance and protections. And again, walking in silence. Oh, have I got a project up my sleeve? It's to say, people, but we're coming into a new year, and when we come into New Year's, we come into new things. Religious or spiritual figures? No, that wasn't it. Flying without wings, I've already been there. Okay, I'm going to stop it now because I'm not ready for this. But I just have to tell you about my dream, and if there was any dream interpreters out there. So, let me know, people, what you think of this strange dream. It could be positive. I'm hoping it's positive. I mean, I don't have any at the moment. I don't have any of those, what you call stresses. I don't have no men, money, or children because my children are grown and gone. Men is like, no, I'm single. And as for money, well, I work. So I don't have the apart from what everybody else is going through, the cost of living crisis and the price of food and energy. It's ridiculous. How can you put a price on energy? Because energy is energy. But at the same time, we should always keep positive. Always have the positivity. So let's get a card out and stop rambling, Val. You're saying, shut up, Val, and stop rambling and get a card out. So who we got? Arch. Oh, this is the one I got out previously, wasn't it? So it's spelled Achaiah. And I don't want to butcher this name, but it's Achaiah. And do you see they've got the timepiece in their hand? This is about time. Wow. It's like something, and it's the number 27, which might be significant to you. If you do 2 + 7 = 9. 9 is almost the ending in tarot. So let's see what 27's saying here. Let's just do that quickly because that is quite deep. It's holding a timepiece, so that might be significant. Let's see. So, come on, where are you? Number 27. Where are you? Number 27. Oh, am I going too far? Sorry, because this book's got so many different languages on it. Number 27. What's going on? Okay, so patience and perseverance. An angel whose name means trouble. In a reading, he will help you to bring about changes in your life. He advises you to be shrewd and not to take things at face value. If something does not feel right, it is not. You must at all times question that which does not make sense. So the challenge here is testing out even the obvious situations. And the lesson here is what is thought in the first moment is often true. Your intuition. Do you know what I mean? This is deep. It's almost like, yes, the other day when I pulled it, it was almost all about things that were hidden. But today, this is like, it's like a continuation. Trouble in a reading will help you to bring about changes in your life. He advises you to be shrewd and not to take things at face value. Read between the lines, people. But what is there? Why is you saying this, Spirit? Is there something we're not aware of again, or is there something we're not aware of? Let me get a couple of cards out and figure out why this is, because it's like his name interpreted as trouble. What trouble is there for? There may be trouble ahead. Oh my goodness. This cost of living, is it foreboding or forewarning? I don't know. Do you know what I'm getting? I'm getting a lot of, in my timelines, a lot of governments. I don't know if it's an environmental thing or if it's like, if it's an environmental thing or an energetic thing. But what I'm getting is that the world order is changing. Now, mark this video, people, because is this a prediction that I'm getting? I'm getting about the 144,000, and it's almost like the 1%. The rich and they're getting richer and the poor getting poorer. But it's almost like as well. It's almost like a foreboding warning. It's like walk in silence, yes, but there's trouble ahead. And I don't know if it's personally, if it's for the collective, if it's just a world order thing in general. But what I'm getting is I keep getting on my timeline about the currencies changing in central banks and how they're going to get rid of physical money, and it's just going to be digital, and the government is going to control, so we have to prepare, so we get off the matrix. We have to prepare, and you know how you prepare? And I've started, it's a horrible thing to say, I've started collecting things that if necessary, I can be self-sufficient. So for example, power banks and sleeping bags and cooking facilities you can walk with, and packing a bag and having tents. I know it sounds weird, and it sounds like I'm being a scaremonger, but I'm telling you, things is getting deep, and I'm telling you, prepare. Have your do you know when I buy food? I don't buy food like for a single person. I stockpile. So I've got the 10 kilos of rice. I've got the big old 3 kilos of pasta. I buy things in bulk. I buy the big old tin of coffee. I buy the things that, I stockpile everything. The things that I use, shower gel, I've got 12 packs on the go. Things like that, I stockpile because you never know. You never know. And I don't know if it's a Jamaican thing, if it's a West Indian thing, if you could buy it cheap, buy it cheap. If it's because I used to pack barrels, I don't know. But I get this foreboding that 2023 is going to be completely different. It's either going to be really good or really bad. And at the moment, it's looking like it's not going to be brilliant because we're all going through this cost of crisis, the cost of, energy and food. The two most important things, what they say is clothing, food and shelter. Okay. And if your shelter is not warm enough, it's a detriment. These are the 3 things we need to survive. And if these things are not working out, then how worse can it get? I can see a lot of people, and it's a horrible thing to say, but I can see a lot of things happening. A lot of people, it's almost like weeding out the weak. But anyway, stop it, Val. There may be trouble ahead. Let me see. Let me get some cards out. What is the trouble? Oh, somebody's no longer in this lack mindset. Oh, somebody's no longer in a black mindset. Somebody is no longer seeing something as a missed opportunity or in regret. Is that you or is that somebody around you? The Wheel of Fortune is here. Things are changing, maybe for the good. I don't know, but it did say that there's things that you need to, if you're going by the past, and I brought these cards up before, walk in silence, collective, because good things is coming. Is it to do with partnership or work? Is there good things coming? I don't know. But you're to remain enthusiastic. You're meant to be this leader. Be the person that you are meant to be, because this queen, in a good sense, is somebody who is forward thinking, who's passionate about what they do. Keep the passion going, people. Do you know what I mean? You're no longer in this mindset of what is going on with you. Let's figure it out, people. Yeah. You're in this mindset. Now, if I was to talk this spiritually, things have happened in your past that you did feel regretful, but no more, because things are changing for you. Nothing but good things is happening for the collective. This is what this means. Do you know what I mean? There may be trouble ahead, but what this is about is when you get this card, when you get this angel, good things are going for you, honey. Because look, I'm getting that because of who you are, some truth and clarity is coming to you. But this is a card of also thinking about the future, thinking about investing, thinking about investigation, investing and investigation in what you want and what's going on. Now, we got a King of Cups here. This is you in your emotional stability. I get some of the collective are like people that when everybody is frailing and gnashing their teeth and creating drama. You're the calm one. You're the one that everybody can go to in a calm manner. Do you know, you're the calming influence. When I see this card, you're the calming influence. Oh, what is this about judgment, though? Do you not make judgment, or is there assessments? You always analyze things. You always assess things. You're always planning, because you're the boss bitch in your life. But if you want to look at this in a different sense, okay? If you want to look at this in a different sense, somebody is no longer in regret. No, somebody is no longer in regret. So it's almost like, if I was to talk on a personal level, like a relationship level, there's somebody here who may not be in regret anymore, or sees that you're no longer in regret. Things are moving on for you in a good way. And it could be to do with work or what you do, but it could also be that somebody is talking about you and deciding what to do in some situation. They need to, this person, whoever this person is to you, it could be a water sign, but it's also somebody, as a character, who has great love but doesn't like to show it sometimes. They can be a stable influence if they want to be. It's almost like they're making a judgment as to what to do now, because they're planning to come. It looks like they're waiting for something to come in. They're waiting for something to happen. And I don't know what that is. And 9 times out of 10 when I get that, it's usually somebody who's trying to manifest, who's trying to come in, who's behaving like the magician. Do you know what I mean? Because they want to be the emperor in your life. They see you as a passionate person. They see you as a go-getter. They see you. It's like if you was the mummy, you're the one at school's making all the cupcakes and gathering all the kids together and doing all the organising. You're the one who's the leader in everything. And this person recognizes who you are. Because this is like, I mean, for some of you, this could be, this is 2 people. One is an emperor, your emperor, and one is a king of cups who wants to come forward and show you the love that you deserve. Do you know, it could be that, but either way, whatever this is good news, people. This is good news. So I'm going to leave it there because I rabbited it on too much. But just know, this angel is saying, this angel's name interpreted is trouble. Do you see the timepiece they got in their hand? It's almost like they're telling you, because it did say that in a good sense, and I'm going to read it again because it was short and sweet and to the point. And what did I do with it? Let's do that a little bit. Let's just read some of it, just a little bit of it again. So number 27, where's it gone? Where's it gone? 27. It says here, in a reading, he will help you to bring about changes in your life. Changes is coming, people. He advises you to be shrewd and not to take things at face value. If things do not feel right, invariably it's not. You must at all times question that which does not make sense. Heed the message, collective. That was deep. Until next time, people, take care. and just to say, please subscribe, hit the alert bell so you know when I'm going to do another video. And if you didn't know, and I forget to announce sometimes, this is the Daily Tea. Take care till next time.